We've all been there. Charity shopping, car boot hunting. We're outsourcing and we've just found a product that our gut, our instinct and our experience tells us is going to have some value. But we're not exactly sure on what the product is. We have a rough idea, but we need to know the ins and outs, the nitty gritty in order to be able to fully capitalize on the eBay listing and get our product sold. Now there is a tool out there, a free tool that everybody has access to called Google Images, Google Lens, Google Glass. I've heard it called so many different things, but the crux of it is it's this app just here and it is free. It needs to be weaponized. Being an active member of the reselling community on both YouTube and Instagram, I do tend to get a lot of messages sent to me asking me what a product is and do I know what it is. I'm always happy to help and I enjoy giving back. But there is a tool out there that can eliminate that hurdle and get you the answers without you having to ask anybody else. Google Images, Google Lens, Google Glass, whatever you want to call it, the crux of it is a weapon. It needs to be utilized. It is honestly one of the most simplest tools to use, and I believe every reseller should have this in their arsenal. It's a simple camera function within the Google search app. You open up the camera lens and you scan for your product and it will search its whole database, Google's database of similar images, and try and find you that exact match. Once you've got that match, you can then have more detail about it and you can price search it. And then if you are convinced that you want to buy it and resell it, you've got all the details there. So let's head on over to the app and I'll show you a demonstration on 3 products, all from different niches, all from different categories, and show you how we get on and how I use the app in order to be able to maximize my eBay listing and my reselling business. The first thing you're going to need to do is download the Google app. Now, it may look a little bit different on different devices. I'm using the iPhone, but the premise is going to be the same. Once you've downloaded the app, you're going to open the app and it's going to show you a classic search engine screen. Anything you'd expect from Google. Voice recognition, weather, news. Not looking too good for that guy, is it? But it's this little icon just here that everybody neglects. This little camera icon here is an absolute machine. It's such a very simple tool to use. You will wonder what on earth you've been doing your whole time. Let's get into it. So we're going to open the app. Once we've clicked it, it's going to bring you to this very standard looking camera screen, ready to focus on whatever it is that you place in front of it. I've picked out a few different things here from different categories and different niches just to show you the sort of scope it can get. Now, I don't know if it's going to catch these ones, but if it doesn't, that'll be a good example as well. First things first, we're going to use a Skylander. Now, there's hundreds of different Skylanders out there, if not thousands of variations, and trying to find the valuable ones from the invaluable ones can be quite difficult unless you know the whole backlog catalogue. And I can guarantee not many of us do. So, I'm in the field, I've just found a box of Skylanders, I want to know which one's which. We're going to hover the camera over the item and then we're literally going to tap the shutter button to search. I mean, it tells you there in black and white. Now what it's going to do is it's going to search the back catalogue of Google and all those images and see if it can find the one that you're looking for. And as you can see, we have some visual matches. Now you can search for the text, you can translate, you can do all sorts of stuff. But for the time being, we're looking at this search function. Now, as you can see, we have some matches. Now, I'm interested in the eBay listings. There are other ones you can look at as well. When you can't quite find something and there's no eBay, you can then start looking at other ones. But I sell on eBay, so I want to know what the average selling price is, what it's called, how to list it perfectly. So I'm going to click the eBay listing. And it's going to bring this up. Now, immediately I can see American dollars. So I know that when I click this, it's going to take me potentially to a US eBay page. And it has. So now what I will do here is I will copy the title. Now I'm already 1,000 times ahead of myself than I was before. I never knew what this was called. Now I've got the whole title, I've got everything here. So now what I'm going to do is go and find that in the eBay app and see if I can click completed. So now we're in the eBay app and I have my title copied from my Google search. All I need to do is paste it into the search bar and see if we can get any hits. And there we go, we have a hit. I know it's a Taekwon Crow Skylander now. I have all the details needed. I can go into the descriptions and see if anybody has any more details for me as well. Big up to this seller, by the way. But we all know that on eBay, you can list it for whatever you want. So it means nothing until it's sold. So now we're going to check solds and find out our average selling price. So there we have it. We've got the description, we've got the title, we've got all the details we need to enable us to upload our item onto eBay itself. And now we have a rough idea of what things sell for. This one sold for £16 on bids, this one £5 on bids, this one £7.50. So we'll take a quick little check on the buy it now and see what the average price there is. £7.20, £10.99, £9.99, £9.99, £14.99. I think personally, if this was me, I think I would list this at £12.99 free postage. Something a little more quirky and different this time. We're going to use this wooden jigsaw elephant puzzle thing. Now there could be 1,000 different brands of this, and this type of jigsaw puzzle combination animal thing could have a special name that's going to be needed in a title in order for us to get this sold. So let's try out Google Images again. Hover over, hit the shutter and see what it brings up. We have a quick look through and see if we can see anything. The closest one to look for is this one here. This is an archive website, so it's not actually giving me prices, but it is giving me an idea of what I could be calling it. So click the details. I've never been on this website before. It's giving me the size, it's giving me what it's finished with, etc, etc. Okay, so it isn't giving me any special name, so maybe it doesn't have one. But I do know now that I can literally just call this a wooden elephant puzzle. I would probably see if I can find some maker's marks, etc, etc. But I now know that this is a thing that sells and there is a market for it. And if I really dug a little bit deeper, I'm sure I could find some more details about it, because there's so many more different options here. I mean, tons. So that would definitely help if I was stuck in the field. If I saw this little dude and wanted to know, is there a market for it? Does it sell? The answer is yes. Now, a more common product is the shoe. Footwear, shoes, trainers, etc, etc. There's tons out there, tons of different models, tons of different brands, tons of different makes, and tons of different models from the same brand. So it can be difficult to negate and work out exactly what model number it is, especially if like inside tongues have worn away and things like that. So it's the same old story. I might have to lean back a little bit for this one. We're just going to hit the shutter on it. I might have to lean back for this one. I do. And there we go. So have a little scroll through. Timberland Gore-Tex Chucker boots. Now chucker is a key word when it comes to selling these kind of boots, and you may not have known that. But you've just used a Google app and you found all these different titles, all these different listings, and you can see that the reoccurring word here is chucker, chucker, chucker. Now we've got the description and a little bit more about them, we're going to try and find a listing that will give us a price. Now what I'm looking for here is an opportunity to find a listing that I can copy and paste the title. So these ones have a black cushion. I don't really want that. I want them to have the brown, which is this one here. This one has the same brown cushioning as mine. So what I'm looking for is an opportunity to copy and paste the title and add that into eBay. It's very, very simple, but this one will do. Okay, we're back into the eBay app. We're just going to paste that in and see what we can find. Now there's a lot of hits and a lot of matches. They're all slightly different variants. So I'll have a little scroll until I can find something like mine on the first page. So I've got enough to go on there to make a listing if I wanted to, but I want to really, really hammer it down and find the exact one. So what I'm going to do now is head over to the solds and see if I can find anything there. I think that's the one. I think that's our boot, don't you? So a sold price there is $34.99. Now I think we can get a little bit more than that for ours. Ours are in great condition. These ones on here do have a lot of scuffs here, as you can see. Somewhat looks like glue or paint on the back. A lot of wear. Mine are in fantastic condition. So I'll be aiming a little bit more than that. But I've been able to find these products that I never knew about, and now I can actually create concise, descriptive listing on eBay and get these sold for maximum value. Now, I'm very aware to some of you that may well be me trying to teach you how to suck eggs, but there are a lot of people out there that are reselling and are doing fantastic already that do not know this, and they are about to up their game. So if you enjoyed that video and I brought any kind of value to it at all, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.